Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Beautifully Unfiltered Podcast. How are you today? I'm truly grateful you're here today. Life has a way of bringing us seasons we never expected. Some beautiful, some painful, and some that quietly change us forever. Wherever life has found you today, I hope you know that you don't have to carry everything alone. For the next few minutes, let's slow down together, set aside the noise of the world, and have an honest conversation from the heart. Today's episode is for anyone who is learning to heal while still holding memories that matter. And today's episode is called Healing Doesn't Mean Forgetting. And if you've ever wondered why someone still crosses your mind years later, why certain songs still bring back memories, or why certain places still make your heart ache a little, then this conversation is for you. Because many people think healing means forgetting. They believe that if you're truly healed, you should never think about that person again. You should never miss them. You should never feel emotional when their name comes up. But healing doesn't work that way. Healing isn't about erasing your past. It's about learning how to live peacefully with it. There is a common misconception that moving on means forgetting everything that happened, the memories, the conversations, the laughter, the dreams you once shared, the version of yourself that existed during that chapter of your life. But the truth is, some people leave footprints on our hearts, not because we failed to move on, but because they were once part of our story. And stories don't disappear just because the chapter ends. You can heal and still remember. You can move forward and still appreciate what once existed. You can let go of someone and still be grateful for the lessons they taught you. Those things can exist together. Sometimes people become frustrated with themselves because they still think about someone they lost. Maybe it's an old relationship. Maybe it's a friendship that faded away. Maybe it's someone who left without explanation. Maybe it's someone who is no longer alive. Years pass and yet certain memories remain. When that happens, people often ask themselves, why am I still thinking about them? Why does this still affect me? Shouldn't I be over this by now? But healing isn't measured by how quickly you forget. Healing is measured by how much power those memories still have over your life. There's a difference between remembering and being trapped. At one point, the memory may have brought overwhelming pain. You couldn't hear their name without crying. You couldn't look at old photos without breaking down. You couldn't imagine a future without them. But as healing happens, something changes. The memory remains. The pain softens. The wound becomes a scar. And scars tell a story. They remind us that we were hurt. But they also remind us that we survived. One of the most beautiful signs of healing is when you can look back without wanting to go back. Think about that for a moment. You can cherish a memory without wanting to relive it. You can appreciate what someone meant to you without wishing they were still part of your life. You can love what was and still accept what is. That is growth. That is healing. Because healing isn't pretending the past never happened. Healing is accepting that it happened and choosing not to let it control your future. Sometimes we pressure ourselves to be completely unaffected by our past. We tell ourselves, I shouldn't care anymore. I shouldn't feel anything anymore. But we are human, and humans are emotional beings. We remember things that mattered. We remember people who changed us. We remember experiences that shaped us. That's not weakness. That's part of being alive. The goal isn't to become numb. The goal is to become free. Free from bitterness, free from resentment, free from the need to keep reopening old wounds. One day, you may hear a song that reminds you of someone, and instead of feeling broken, you'll simply smile. Not because you want them back, but because you've made peace with the memory. One day, you'll visit a place that once held painful memories, and instead of sadness, you'll feel gratitude for how far you've come. One day, you'll realize that your heart no longer carries the same weight. The memory stayed, the pain didn't, and that's healing. Another important thing to understand is that healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days, an unexpected memory might catch you off guard. A scent, a photograph, a familiar voice, a random moment. Suddenly you're reminded of something you thought you had already moved past, and you might think, I'm back at the beginning, but you're not. Feeling something again doesn't erase your progress. Healing isn't a straight line. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, and having a difficult day doesn't mean you've failed. It simply means you're human. Be patient with yourself. Sometimes we carry guilt for remembering. We think that moving forward means never looking back. But there is nothing wrong with honoring a chapter that once mattered to you. The people we meet, the love we experience, the lessons we learn, they all become part of who we are. Even the painful chapters contribute to our growth. Even heartbreak teaches us something. Sometimes it teaches us self-respect. Sometimes it teaches us boundaries. Sometimes it teaches us what we truly deserve. And sometimes it teaches us how strong we really are. Beautiful soul, if there is someone you're still remembering today, I want you to know something. You don't have to force yourself to forget them. You don't have to erase every memory. You don't have to pretend they never mattered. What matters is that you continue moving forward. What matters is that you keep choosing yourself. What matters is that you don't allow yesterday to steal your tomorrow. The memory can stay, the lesson can stay, the growth can stay. But the pain doesn't have to stay forever. As we close today's episode, remember this: healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering without breaking. It means carrying the lesson without carrying the weight. It means accepting the past without living in it. And most importantly, it means choosing peace over pain, again and again, until one day you realize that your heart has become lighter than it used to be. You survived what you thought would break you, and that alone is something to be proud of. If this conversation touched your heart in any way, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more real conversations about love, heartbreak, healing, self-worth, and life lessons. And if there's a topic you'd like me to talk about, feel free to drop it in the comments section, and I'll do my best to make an episode about it. Take care of your heart, be kind to yourself, and remember, you are worthy of peace, healing, and happiness. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. This is Maya from Beautifully Unfiltered Podcast.